I just like to hurt women and manipulate them. It's kind of like my kink. Why'd you do that?
Because you said you wanted to hurt women.
No, manipulate.
Oh, manipulate.
Yeah, for your benefit, because
for
women are feeble and aren't able to think for themselves.
Dude, is he gonna riz his way out of this?
No way.
Let's get rid of this button.
Yeah, okay.
Let's talk about voting and why women shouldn't do it, huh? I want to talk about women's suffrage.
You want to talk about women's suffrage?
Okay, I'm getting her out.
I robbed some women of their baby-making years, dragging them along. They built me up. Look at me now, and look at them. If you are creative, I folded you into my artwork. If you were in my artwork, I gave you a job. I gave you a job. I mastered your life. I gave you a house, food, everything you needed. I protected and provided for you. I did what men are supposed to do. You know, I remember different quotes I said, like, just like really manipulative things to say, like, no one's gonna love you the way I do. My God, I'm ashamed of it. And that's what makes me angry when I see my brothers do that. We can't do that to the women that have done so much for us to even exist. And I saw myself for the first time. All the things I'm saying now, woo, horror. Bit by bit, I stripped myself of my former self. And I swore that the next relationship that I would get in, I would work as hard at love as I worked in my career.
I ain't about to tell you how to make her very obsessed. This is very toxic, man. This is some dark matter stuff, but do not do this to everybody. Don't do this to them eaters, bro. This is high levels of manipulation, so be very careful what you do with this. Number one, you need to treat her just like her father. I've said this before, but let's go into depth. Open up every door for her. Don't ever let her pick up a bill. And you need to be someone that she can rely on. That's going to be a key factor in what happens next. Her best friend, the one that she can talk to with everything, you need to replace that. You need to be that type of beacon that she can just rely on. She's going to vent to you about everything because no one understands her like you. Second thing I want you to do after this is leave. Leave everything. No reason, just dip. So when she goes to open up that door again, she'll think about you. She got to pay for her own meals again. Oh my God. When she actually has to use her credit. Oh my God. Then when she actually breaks down and goes to vent, her best friend's not gonna do the job no more. She's gonna come to you. I know we're not talking anymore, but can we please talk about this? I'm working. I'm telling you, bro, this is just so toxic, man. Oh, man, I hate to explain this. Number 3, the last and final thing, you never compliment her. You never compliment her face or her body. No. If she ever were to say, do I look good? It's cool. I like that color though. I like those earrings. I'm talking about all these tangible things. Oh my God.
Toxic men, users, and abusers, they do have a heart. And you will see that heart the very moments you decide to try to leave that person. You only see that soft, vulnerable side when it's used to manipulate you into staying in a relationship. You only see them break down in tears when they are acting. They are acting because they want to use their emotions to trigger your emotional response to stay back in this relationship. What am I going to do without you? They break down like that, right? And you so used to seeing them mad or strong or stubborn that when you see this moment of vulnerability, they show you their heart. When it's time for you to leave, you think you have made progress with them. You be like, wow, I'm finally getting it to him. I've been asking him to be emotional and transparent and tell me how he feels. And in this moment, he's showing me himself. That's an act, boo. He ain't showing you his heart. He's trying to use his heart to manipulate you. And guess what you do? Stay.
So men's #1 manipulation strategy against women is love bombing. And I'm gonna make a video about it in the next video, how to counter it. But the reason why that's the #1 strategy is because the way that you make a woman fall in love is not through her eyes, it's through her ears. It's letting her know how much you love her. It's letting her know how special she is. Get the fuck out of here. It's letting her know how you're the only one for me. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, right? And if you fall for that, that means you're somebody who's either looking for love or you're somebody who's an empath. And so you pretty much show your heart. You walk around with an open heart. And that makes you susceptible to men who are manipulative and know the strategy of love bombing. Love bombing, they'll tell you they love you. They'll give you flowers quick. They'll do everything that you want to. And as soon as they feel like they have you, they'll pull away. And then, like the junkie that you are, you'll start chasing them after them. And that's how they get you.
How to manipulate women. Now look, fellas, there's only 3 steps that I'm ready to give y'all right now. So I'm gonna need you to lock in real quick. Starting with number 1, Fake your personality. It sounds crazy, but it is what it is. I'm not even gonna lie to you. All you gotta do, right, is just ask her what's her type. Ask her what her ex was like. Because 9 times out of 10, right, she stayed with him. Think about that for a second, right? If he was shooting from the 3 and his success rate was 98%, right, would you change your jumper or would you keep it the same? Keep it the same, fellas. Do not be trying to change it up at all. 2, make plans with her. Now, when you make plans with her, I ain't talking about just doing the old ordinary thing, right? When you hang out with her, only hang out with her for a short amount of time, right? I'm talking about you with her for a smooth 30 minutes, kicking it, good vibes, and then boom, you get a call and say, it's business, you gotta go handle it, right? So now she gonna get this idea that you this busy man and that your time is valuable. So at that point, you can't waste no time. Don't be one of them guys that just stay OD long though, nah. Let her enjoy the moment. So then the next moment, she's gonna cherish it more. 3, always claim perfection. There's no room for errors, I'm telling you, fellas. Always be viewed as that husband type of guy, right? Even if you're not. And look. Never compliment her too much. You're gonna be just like every other guy that's blowing up her phone. We is not that, I'm telling you that now. Keep it at a bare minimum, right? If your boss always congratulated you on when you worked, you wouldn't be working as hard. You're gonna take it for granted. This game right here, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like, you stop it. What do you gain in teaching other men how to manipulate a woman? After getting her obsessed with you, what do you gain by that? You only break her heart, dry her up. What do you gain by all these things? You men should please stop this. This is not right. Like, it is getting out of hand. This is not right. Manipulating a woman for what? Just to get her obsessed with you? Anyways, happy New Year to you all.